my name is Lexi, and I'm going to be doing my persuasive presentation on why I think SeaWorld should be canceled. I'm going to start out by talking about what SeaWorld is, even though I'm sure most, if not all of you, do know what it is, have heard of it, maybe have even been there before. But it's a theme park that's located in the United States. It's a proprietor of marine mammal parks, oceanariums, and animal theme parks. They have everything from whales to dolphins to sea lions, and they've even had penguins before. And here's the first reason why I think that SeaWorld is not suitable for mammals. The tanks are far too shallow. The deepest one is only 40 feet. And because of the shallow tanks, these orcas can get very easily sunburned. What they'll do most of the time is take zinc oxide and paint over the skin whenever they do get sunburned. And basically what this does, it doesn't help them at all. It just makes the skin look more smooth and makes them look more aesthetically pleasing for the consumers that come to watch them. Another reason why I think that it's not suitable, so SeaWorld also keeps sea lions, seals, and walruses, and they are kept in tanks with little to no shade. And so what happens is when they look up to ask for food or anything like that, they can be blinded by the sun. There have been cases where it has caused premature blindness in these animals. Here are some reasons on how this captivity has affected them in a negative way. So scientists have seen actual signs of stress from these mammals while being kept in captivity. One effect of this is violent behavior. So these encapturements can frustrate these mammals and cause them to attack each other, sometimes even their trainers or even members of the public if they get close enough. They also have a shorter lifespan, so the death rate for these mammals is 2.5 times higher than if they were in the wild. They also have repetitive and depressed behavior, so when they're enclosed in these water tanks for hours, they will swim in circles endlessly, they'll lie on the floor for hours, and then they'll chew on the metal structures and the concrete, and what that does is it causes teeth breakage a lot. And so also because of this swimming in circles endlessly, it causes dorsal fin collapse, and it's 100% of the captive mammals have this, whereas only 1% has it in the wild. So here's some ways that I think that you can help. So you can support the WDC, which is Whale and Dolphin Conservation. What they do is they are dedicated to protecting these animals. They work to put pressure on governments to ban the captivity of these dolphins and whales. So you can also help put pressure on the governments. Don't contribute to the demand by not going to observe these animals in captivity. They are losing money. You are reducing the economic incentives to keep this business going. And you can also support alternative things like sanctuaries. And what these do, they provide proper health and welfare, and they help prepare them for release back into the wild where they belong. And here are some successes of the WDC, of people who support them, what they have done, and what the public has helped them accomplish. So the U.S. beluga whale import has stopped. The WDC supporters helped belugas captured in the wild from being imported into the United States. The Virgin bans wild captures. Thanks to the WDC campaigning, the Virgin Group pledged to make sure its partners who run aquariums will no longer take whales and dolphins from the wild. Orca shows have been phased out in SeaWorld. They shifted their efforts to education on animals rather than entertainment with animals. They've also changed some of their main attractions, so they have implemented more things like roller coasters and rides, instead of having attractions involving actual wildlife and having them put on the show. Also, they created the Blue World Project. It was a $1 million project, and what it did is it intended to remodel and upgrade all the living environments that these animals were in. Its intention was to recreate the outside world, make natural-looking rocks, scenery, plant life, everything that they would see in the wild. And that is why I think that SeaWorld is not good for the mammals and they should be released. Thank you.